Have you ever seen your dog stretch as soon as you walk into the room? Like a tiny little yoga move. Simple, cute. But did you know there's a deeply emotional message behind it that many people completely miss? You might think it's just a regular stretch, but the truth is, it's your dog's way of saying, I missed you so much. In this video, we're going to decode 10 seemingly random dog behaviors, each of which is actually a powerful expression of love, trust, and a longing to connect from your four-legged friend. And the best part is, the deeper we go, the more you'll understand why the smallest moments can make a dog's heart tremble with joy. If you believe every dog deserves to be truly understood and loved in the right way, then this is the place for you. Every week, I share simple but meaningful things like this. So if this content touches your heart, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. That way, next time your dog gazes at you with those affectionate eyes, you'll know exactly what it's trying to say. Have you ever come home and your dog, after a long day, doesn't rush over or jump up, but instead stretches out slowly, front legs extended, rear slightly raised, almost like it's greeting you with some weird little yoga pose? Most people assume it's just loosening up after a nap. But in truth, it's your dog's way of saying, I'm so happy you're home. This behavior is known in dog language as the play bow, a friendly gesture. It's more than just an invitation to play. It's a sign of safety and complete trust. When your dog stretches like this for you, it means in its eyes, you are someone it loves and wants to reconnect with immediately. And the magical thing is, not every dog does this. Only those who are truly bonded with you, who feel completely secure in your relationship, show this emotional greeting. Do you know what makes a dog's heart feel calm after a long day of waiting? It's that moment it sees you walk through the door and feels, now everything's okay. But that's not all. You'll notice another sign, one that seems so ordinary, yet is really a soft whisper from your dog's heart. It's when they lie down and let out a deep, gentle sigh. Maybe you're watching TV and your dog is next to you. Suddenly, you hear a soft exhale, their eyes half closed, their body melting into the floor. You might think, oh, it's just sleepy. But in the dog's world, a deep sigh is a way of processing emotion. It's a signal that they are completely relaxed, at ease, and no longer on alert, because they're with the person they love most. Sometimes, that sigh carries a bit of disappointment, like when they've been waiting beside you for an hour, with a ball at your feet, and you haven't responded. They don't get mad, they don't bark, they just sigh. And if you've ever heard that sound, you know, dogs love quietly. But if you're not paying attention, you'll miss so much. Just like when they leap up and lick your face every morning. Some people find it annoying, but did you know that in the wild, puppies lick their mother's muzzle to ask for food? That action evolves into a lifelong expression of love, respect, and bonding. When your dog licks your face, it's saying, you're my family. Some dogs even use licking to comfort you. When you're sad or anxious, they can sense stress hormones through your skin, your sweat, and licking is their way of saying, it's going to be okay. And if you've ever felt like your dog is staring deep into your eyes, without blinking, you're not imagining it. Dogs communicate through eye contact, and when a dog looks at you steadily, without fear, it's not analyzing you. It's the deepest kind of connection, like a silent hug through the eyes. Scientists have found that when you and your dog lock eyes, both of you release oxytocin, the love hormone, the bond hormone. No words, no wagging tails or barking needed. Just one gaze is enough. And if there's ever the time when you're sitting quietly, head slightly down, and your dog comes over and gently rests its head on your lap, don't think it's just a cute habit. That's how dogs hug you, not with arms, but with everything they have, their head, their breath, and their silent presence. They don't know how to comfort you with words, but they do know when you're sad. And the only way they can say, I'm here, I see you, is by lying next to you, as close as possible. But dogs don't just show emotion when you're sad. Even when you're fine, happy, just going about your day, they still try to read you, even when there's nothing specific to read. Have you ever seen your dog stare at itself in the mirror, then suddenly bark like crazy? You might laugh and think, oh, it's just playing. But in their mind, what they see in the mirror isn't them, it's a stranger. There's no smell, no sound, just an image that looks exactly like them. That confuses dogs, even alarms them. Some try to play with it, others get upset. This isn't unusual. In fact, it's how dogs learn to understand the world, even when the world is just a mirror. In those moments, they're searching for something familiar, like you. Just like when you're playing and they suddenly flop onto their back, belly up to the sky. Some might think, oh, they're giving up. But the truth is the opposite. That pose is a subtle signal. In play, lying belly up isn't submission, it's an invitation. Dogs roll like that to make the play more fun, more flexible, or simply because they trust you enough to expose their most vulnerable spot. To a dog, that move says, I'm not afraid when I'm with you. And that also explains why, every night you find some old toy lying right in front of your bedroom door. It's not random. It's not meant to trip you up and make you mad. It's a gift. Your dog brings it, not because it expects you to play, but because it's saying, this is my favorite thing. I want to share it with you. Like a child offering their most cherished toy to their mom, not to show off, but out of pure trust. And if you accept that gift with a loving look, a gentle pet, your dog will feel, Mom gets it. She knows I love her. That kind of subtlety, the way dogs love, shows up even in the footsteps you barely notice. You walk from the living room to the kitchen, up the stairs, and that little shadow follows you, step by step. They don't ask for anything. They just want to be close. Some people think dogs follow them because they're hungry or bored. But more often, dogs just feel peaceful when they're near you. They don't need a reason. To them, you are the center of the universe. The smell they know best, the voice they trust, the heartbeat they've loved since the first day they came home. As long as you're there, whatever you're doing, they'll sit nearby. Close enough to touch you, but far enough not to get in the way. And if all those little things, the happy stretch, the soft sigh, the loving licks, the steady gaze, the head on your lap, the belly-up invitation, the toy left at your door, and the tiny paws that follow you everywhere, if those things remind you of someone, it's because that someone is still loving you, quietly, every single day. Sometimes, what dogs need isn't a fancy meal or expensive toy. They just need you to understand the little signs they've been trying to show in their own gentle, patient way. If you've watched this far, I know you're not just a dog lover. You're someone who truly wants to understand them, right? Then please hit subscribe so I can keep sharing more simple but profound insights about the emotional world of our four-legged friends. Because you're not alone in loving someone who can't speak. And because you are already the whole world to someone who's silently looking at you with eyes full of love.